goodness.
It has been 1 year since the deadly tornado that tore through Reno, Oklahoma. 19 people were killed in the 2.5-mile wide twister, including 4 storm chasers, and one man who survived this twister is Austin Anderson. He joins us this morning. We have talked to you several times throughout this journey, and we're going to obviously show viewers some of the video at different milestones over the last year. Thank you for being here.
Oh, you're welcome. I'm so glad to be alive and here this morning.
Yeah, you, all of you couldn't see this, but when he walked into our studio, there's actually a set of stairs, and he literally just kind of ran down the stairs, and you had so much pep in your step.
Yeah, so much more after a year since the tornado, where I was on a morphine drip just a year ago, laying in a hospital bed and couldn't move because I had broken vertebrae, and now I have rods and screws in my back, but the muscles are coming back to hold me together, and I'm feeling so much better after a year.
That is awesome. I don't want to dwell on the past too much, but I do want to remind people of this image of the SUV that you and your storm chasing team were in, and the fact that anyone could even walk away from that vehicle is impressive. First of all, yeah, here it is.
Yeah, if you look at that's the end of it. After we finished rolling through this field 10 times, it was smushed right there on the driver's side where I was. I was the driver of this vehicle, and it went. One of the eyewitnesses said it flew through the air into the tornado and got thrown backward about 200 yards, landing on the roof and rolling at least 10 times. And I remember my face hitting the dirt every time we hit that side of the driver's side window. And when we came to a stop, we were still inside the tornado with the wind rushing through the car at 150 miles an hour, all yelling at each other over the roar, stay down, we're still in it. And it took about a minute before the tornado had passed where we were sitting in that SUV. And my mouth was full of gravel. I remember spitting out rocks and stuff. So it was just incredible that we're all looking at each other. The meteorologist was in the passenger side, the cameraman, Brad was in the back seat, and we all hunkered down, hoping that somehow we would survive this terrible ordeal.
And fast forward, we checked in with you at the 6-month mark. Obviously, you were in the hospital, you were bedridden at one point, and we checked back with you at 6 months. You were doing weekly physical therapy, several sessions a week. And so from the 6-month point until now, you look amazing. You look so much better.
I'm almost back to 100%.
Okay.
Yeah, and I wouldn't say I'm at 100% because I'm still going back to Cole Christie, my physical therapist, once a week, but also working out now at the Y and every other morning, doing rowing and lat pulls, just trying to strengthen the back muscles that got cut away to put the rods and screws that are holding me up. And so
incredible.
I'm still feeling almost 95% back to normal.
Well, you look like you're 100% back to normal.
Oh, you're so great.
And we're so glad to see that.
Yeah.
You know, speaking of rowing, Aaron showed me this morning a Facebook post of you rowing at the YMCA and looking great. But that post said, the years of experience and knowledge on how to cover breaking national news are still in my head. My spirit is strong, and now my body is just about ready. Hurricane season begins June 1st. What are your plans for hurricane season? Are you going to be back out there?
Yeah, for the longest time, the whole year had passed, and I haven't worked for the Weather Channel since, and I was so disappointed until just yesterday, where I called and we worked out an arrangement for hurricane season, because I've been covering hurricanes since 1986, and that's over 50 storms. And all across the country. I was in Sandy and New Jersey and Point Pleasant Beach and in Irene before that. And I can name Katrina. I was there and covering that. And so I'm looking forward to doing some sort of coverage there for the Weather Channel this year.
Now, we certainly hope you stay safe, of course. And we've had some storms in our area, as you know. And if folks are thinking, hey, maybe I could be a storm chaser, if there's a tornado out in the hill country, I can go check it out. Briefly, what is your advice for people who have never done it before, who might want to look into it?
Gosh, you know, the Memorial Day weather that we had last weekend, it was so scary to see some of the attempts by storm chasers out there. I was watching online some streaming video of people out there, and they were making so many mistakes. And I was just worried for them, because I could see the line of storms that had been tornado warned but not confirm there was a tornado in them. And chasers were out there on the wrong side of the storm, for example, getting ready to be hit by hail. And just not knowing where and how a thunderstorm operates can be so dangerous if you're on the wrong side of the storm, for example.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, unfortunately, we are out of time, but it is always exciting to see the progress that you have made. We hope you are back out there soon.
Well, I'm so blessed and thankful for having me on today, because to tell it 1 year later that I'm doing so much better.
It's great to have you. Thank you.
We'll check back. Maybe we can get David out there on some storm chasing missions.
That's right.
We'll see if the station approves that. We'll be right back after this break.